Hello? Do you like my pajamas? Aren't they cute? Okay, hi. Welcome back to the Soft Life of Sophie. I'm Sophie, and this is my soft life. It is 8:54 p.m. Thursday, December 19th, and we are on day 16 of vlogmas. Getting my life together before 2024 ends. Cheers to you guys for watching and doing yoga with me and hanging out with me. I don't know why I have so much energy right now for 9 o'clock at night. I think I'm just excited to be drinking a beer. So it's rude not to drink after you cheers. So cheers, slancha, salud, all the things. I've never had this beer before. It's okay. I prefer Rickards Red. I'm not sure where this brewery is from. Cowbell. It's local, I think, to Ontario. I'm pretty sure it's from Ontario. This is a red ale, and it's a little bit more. It has a little bit more of a bite than Rickards Red does. I like Rickards Red because I find it's like mellow and like has a lot of flavor, but it's still very like caramel and like not very hoppy. I wouldn't say this is hoppy, but it definitely has more of like an acidic, sour sort of bite. This is not a sour, it's an ale, but I don't really like that sort of like sourness, you know? But anyway, it's drinkable for sure. So now that we've done our beer review, let's get into what we're going to do today. So first of all, you guys would have already seen at the beginning of the video that we went and we got yarn, 2 skeins of yarn. Isn't this a pretty color? So I'm going to try to hand knit a blanket for my best friend for Christmas. So I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos on how to hand knit, and I've never tried it before, but I picked up, 2 skeins of yarn to try it out. I think if we do the full blanket, we're going to need 6 or 7. So you just take the end, create a loop, right? Create a loop, pull it through. And you have your first loop. Then from here on out, we're just going to continue pulling the thread through and creating a second loop. Just like this. And that's it. I'm just going to be sitting here doing that. We're going to do 20 rows across, and then I'll keep going on to the next row. I'll put a video in the description that properly explains how to do this. This is not an educational video. I just need something to do with my hands while I talk to you guys. So I'm going to not talk while I get the first 20 loops going. And then once I know what I'm doing here, I'll pick back up chatting with you guys. I should be on this side. Okay, so we have our first one. Let me pull this through. Pull it through again. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is the first 20 loops. So if we do, the lady in the video said you could do between 15 and 25. This is 20. I'm going to add 5 more and do 25 because I think her bed is the same size as mine, and I'd like it to be a little bit wider. It's not going to be big enough for her to use like, as her main blanket. It'll be obviously like more of a aesthetic sort of decor like throw, but I still would like it to be a bit wider so that she can sleep sort of like underneath it as like an extra layer of warmth if she wants to throw it on like the very top at some night, So that's 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 25. That feels like a better length. There's about 8 inches on either side of the bed. So this will run directly down the middle of the double-sized bed. Okay, that's what I'm going to go with. Now we get to the corner. See if I can remember how to do this. So You brought your skin to the other side. She said, whoops. Just tossed my yarn. So you come up and you create an extra loop. Oh, and there's the corner. And then you come in from the back. And you go 1. Okay, you create your loop up. And then... Okay, I have to figure out how to do the corner and get to the next part. Please hold. Okay, so I made 25 loops. I completed the second one and I have 18 loops. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to continue chatting with you guys. I may or may not keep messing around with this, but I'll show you guys how this turns out in another video once I actually get it done. But since I showed you guys me getting it, I just wanted to at least like get it started with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm back over again on loop 2. So I'm just going to start over again. We're going to chat. So first of all, you guys were asking me, some of you guys were asking me about my stomach issues and whether or not I'm feeling better, which is honestly so sweet. I am feeling so much better. Thank you for asking. And I guess I'll give you guys a little update on this because I really never talked about it after I started feeling better. It was just more of those things I was talking about like while it was happening, and it was like impacting like why I wasn't able to like post for you guys and stuff, you know? But anyways, I had a doctor's appointment back in June, and a new doctor, female doctor, Black female doctor, finally took me seriously. Amazing. I have never had a doctor take me and my stomach issues seriously. I've always just had these honestly useless doctors tell me that, oh, I don't know, like you probably have IBS, or, oh, I don't know, like you're probably just stressed, or, oh, I don't know, but it's not that serious, so you'll be fine. Like just gaslighting the fuck out of me. You understand what I'm saying? So anyways, I found a female doctor who took me 100% seriously, and I will be forever grateful for her. She put me on a medication that immediately made a huge difference in my quality of life. And we have been doing some tests. We don't have like a conclusive 100% answer yet as to what was going on. I do think that it was an ulcer because the medication she put me on, one of its main purposes is to treat and prevent ulcers. So I believe that that's what was going on, which would make sense with like my stress levels and my high cortisol and stuff. So yeah, I feel like it might have been an ulcer, but we'll see when we know for sure what exactly was going on. But I haven't thrown up since like August. Like I honestly have been, I mean, I can't even complain about my health right now. Honestly, like she gave me back a very, very good, like I would say like 80% of my quality of life. I still have a few like nauseous days. I still have a few days that, you know, they're not perfect. I definitely have thrown up a few times in the last few months, but none of the long, like days long vomiting spells that I had been dealing with before that, you know? So yes, we're on the mend. Thank you guys so much for asking. That's so sweet. I have my second row done. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. See, there's loops underneath now. So we're just going to keep adding into those loops, but I want to count these before I move on. So I'm just going to leave it here and continue chatting with you guys. I really thought that this would be super easy to learn and I'd be able to just like do this and talk, but I do think I want to be looking at the camera a bit more than looking down. So I'll keep you guys updated on how the blanket goes. Maybe actually that after this, maybe I'll move the camera over so you guys can see, and I'll just do like a little like short or something of me actually making the blanket. We'll see. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I got a comment on Reddit on one of my more recent YouTube videos, the yoga videos. Okay, so first of all, I want to say someone responded to this man's comment and was like, why are you telling her this? Because I think he wasn't sure if this guy was like ragging on me or not. I think this guy wasn't ragging on me. I think he's trying to give constructive criticism or constructive advice, whatever. But I really appreciate when you guys stand up for me in the comments, especially when you're like polite about it and you're like, not to be rude, but like it makes me so happy. Like genuinely, y'all are adorable. Okay, so the comment says, would rather Would rather watch you shake your bum, but okay, stretching it is. I mean, you know where to find that content, sir. Okay, then he says, your core is tired. Hips are tight, upper legs are tight, lower legs are tight. First, find a general, deeper relaxation overall. Okay, I'm going to stop there for a second. Yes, I know. My whole body is tense and tight. All of my muscles are like tense at all times. I'm aware of this. I hear what you're saying about the deeper relaxation thing. With yoga, I'm trying to do one-shot videos. So I am sort of tense because I'm trying to follow her. And to me, yoga and like any other like workout is like, in my head, it's to build muscle. I understand that yoga is like also relaxation and like all those other things, obviously the stretching aspect too. But I don't know, I can't get out of my head that like I'm exercising. And so like I feel like I need to be like tense so that my muscles like are working. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hear you. And about my hips and stuff being tight, yeah, my hips are tight. You should have seen them a year and a half ago before I started doing yoga regularly. I am way further from where I used to be. Then he says, if you smoke a lot of weed, it can mask how much tension you're actually producing and holding with your body. Okay, listen, sir, stop reading me to filth. You guys know I do smoke a lot, but I will be honest, I smoke a lot because I'm tense. I'm intentionally trying to mask the tension. So I do hear you, but without the weed, imagine how tense I would be. It's not masking it accidentally, I promise you that. Then he says, lower your muscle tonus. It will soften tonus. Is that the right? Anyways, whatever. He says, lower your muscle tone. It will soften up your tendons, and then you can reconnect your core. Practice the Feldenkrais method on the front and back to begin moving in this direction. Then you will feel and know the flow. So I do have a lot of muscle like mass for my size and stuff. I used to train to be a power lifter. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, I was training to be a power lifter in 2020, and then COVID hit, and that's where my gym addiction kind of like paused. I do think I'll get back to the gym and back to lifting heavy one day, but like 4 years ago, I had like another 20 pounds on me of muscle, pure muscle. Like I was deadlifting over 200 pounds. I was squatting over two plates, like 165. Like I was doing like really big numbers for my size and for me. You know what I mean? So I have lost a lot of muscle tone in the last 4 years. I really don't want to lose any more. I want to gain more. So I do hear what you're saying in regards to the stretching, the flexibility and stuff, but that really doesn't work with like what I'm trying to do like with my body in the future, you know? But I did look up this Feldenkrais method that you talked about. I haven't like gotten into any like deep research into it. But the very first thing I saw, in fact, let me just Google it. So the first thing that comes up, it says, what does the Feldenkrais method do? It says it aims to allow a person to move more easily by improving the ability of the agonist and antagonist to work together. Tight muscles are seen as a consequence of the ongoing functioning of the nervous system rather than the cause of the problem. So when I first saw that, I laughed because I know the reasons that my muscles are tense, and it's because I have a dysregulated nervous system. Beer break. Yeah, I have a dysregulated nervous system. I am aware of that. It's not nearly as bad as it used to be. I mean, again, we just talked about the probability of me having an ulcer, right? That's because of my dysregulated nervous system, stress, and all of that, right? So the yoga is really helping. And I am also working on my mental health, and we're healing, and we're getting our life together before 2024 ends. We are really trying to get it together over here. You know, I would love to find a deeper relaxation. I would love to practice yoga and just melt into it, you know? And one day I will be able to. One day I'll be able to empty my brain and I'll be able to do that. We're not there yet, but we're working on it. Anyway, I appreciate the comment because you're totally spot on with what you're saying. And I thought I would talk about it in case any other fitness people are watching and are like, you know, her muscles are so tight. She's so tense, whatever. It kind of made me like, not insecure, but just like questioning if other people notice that I look like that. So I know this guy was like a chiropractor or massage therapist or something. So I think he can actually like see that sort of thing within the muscles that maybe the average eye wouldn't catch. But anyways, y'all are rating me to filth. I had no idea posting on YouTube was going to have me like outed in so many ways. You guys keep noticing these like little things about me and I'm like, okay, sir. It's too funny. Anyways, I'm going to continue knitting. I'm going to try to get a few more rows done so that I like know what I'm doing. And then we're going to do some yoga, but I'm going to post that in a separate video. I find that when I do yoga at the end of a vlog, I feel like it gets lost. I'd like to do the yoga challenge videos on their own. But yeah, I'm going to knit a little bit first. What time is it? 9:16. So I'll probably knit until like 9:45, 10 o'clock, and then we'll do some yoga. So anyways, thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you guys so much for following Vlogmas. I hope you like a little bit of just like a chatty video, a little bit kind of vloggy style. These are a lot harder for me to film in the sense of like it takes more work for me to edit them. They're not really harder to film per se. There's more steps, but the yoga videos are easy because it's just one shot. But I appreciate you guys so much for watching all of my videos. I was so, like, honestly kind of blown away with my analytics for the past 2 weeks since I've been posting regularly again. They're actually, like, really good, especially for only having 800 subscribers. Like, incredible. By the way, I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers for sure by the time this channel hits a year old, but that's not till February. Like, I'm confident I'll hit that. But like today's December 19th. If there's any way we could get me to 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2024, I would be so grateful. I'm going to keep posting as much as I can, but please subscribe if you've watched any of my videos and if you enjoyed hanging out with me. You can like and leave a comment too. I will not complain. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you soon. Bye.